all the planets are in one plane, called the plane of Egypt. Yeah? So if the sun's in the middle, yeah, all the planets are literally along this plane. So Earth's here, and Jupiter's here, and all the other planets are all in that plane. Right? Now the sun is moving. Yeah, the whole solar system is moving with the sun. Yeah, can't be moving. All this whole plane of planets can't be moving with the sun. Right. Yeah. So how's that simple? How's that simple?
Because it's not ever broken.
No.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Ти чуваш ли какво ти казвам?
I don't understand.
Ами като не ти казвам, защото ще стане лойд.
Okay. Looks like the police are here and they don't want me to point the camera and they just like push the camera
Това
down.
имаш ли ти да го махнеш?
It's down on the floor. It's on the floor.
Ама казах ти да го махнеш. Не може да ме снимаш.
It's speaking to me in a language I don't understand and it's expecting me to understand it. I'm pushing my phone around. Apparently I've got to stop the stream.
Какво не разбрах?
I'll have to come back. The police told us to shut down straight away. They were really heavy and they asked us for ID. So Jack had to go back to the van for ID. So I guess that's that. They don't want us doing what we're doing anymore. They told us to leave.
Told to leave Sofia, yeah. That was to make the video with the van. We didn't get even a ticket or nothing.
So they just wanted to check our ID. They didn't want me filming. They shut me down straight away.
We set up. We were immediately we had people around us, we were just talking about. I was talking to two guys for 15 minutes or so, and then a police car pulled up. Two guys, basically, they were belligerent from the offset. They were like, Starsky and Hutch almost.
Yeah.
So they came up, and obviously they didn't speak English. We obviously didn't speak Bulgarian. And the guy was like, the older guy. He was obviously the senior cop. He was like, no, this down now, and like saying what? We couldn't explain ourselves. The guy said, documents. And this guy said, no, it's the police. You must obey. So it looks like these police almost like terrorize the people.
Yeah.
Terrorized, yeah. Terrorized.
And we got the sense of it because when we came through the border this morning, I think was it 3 lots of police we ended up having to deal with?
We came over the passport 4 times. No, 5 times.
5 times. Okay.
5 times.
Yeah. So it was like.
Cross the border.
And we said at the time, it's like a police state.
Yeah.
The guy to begin with, he pushed the phone out my hand.
Yeah, so stop filming, no filming. Yeah.
So it was telling me to put it down. I put it down, but it wasn't enough that I just put it down. He wanted it right down on the floor and nowhere near him. And then people in the chat were trying to say to me to film him. I tried to for a second, straight away he just like threw it.
Yeah. Essentially, what happened was they said, we can start packing up. The cop basically, after we packed everything away, he said stop. Eventually they said, okay, we want to see your documents. He said, no, we're in the car. We sent Jack back to go get the document, the passports and stuff. And they stood around with once they got the passports back, they stood around for about 15, 20 minutes, just standing around, chatting, having a laugh, and then finally they gave the parcels back. You know, it's just
And said, don't come back.
don't come back, get out.
The police woman came up to me after I'd filmed, and she was searching through the whole phone to make sure we didn't have any pictures of them or videos so that we could delete them. But they couldn't find it anyway because it was live streamed and it wasn't safe, so they didn't realise it was live streamed. So.
The point is that, you know, personally I've seen these police before, this type of police before. It's even if we decided that we just go around and hand out you know, leaflets, it would be like we were challenging this guy's authority, and it would be, you know, escalated. So you know, that's a part of valor, I think. You know, cut and run. So that's it.
Bye bye, because it's still flat.
Okay. So yeah, later.
Bye bye.
Wasn't that brilliant? Absolutely brilliant, Jason. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the Globe Light Euro Tour live update with myself, Jason at the Disbury, and hopefully joining us soon, the crew on the campervan, Dave, Jack, and Lisa. To everybody that is watching and participating in the chat room, thank you so much for your patience and waiting for us to start. I know it's much later than we'd planned. And thank you for participating and taking the time to tune in and be here with us. If this is your first time tuning into this channel and looking at this content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and have a look in the description box after the show and have a look at all the links in there and familiarize yourself. There's a plethora of stuff in there after, an abundance of links and helpful information that will help you get involved and know what's going on. How are you doing this evening, Jason? You all right?
Yeah. Panic stations this morning, but
Yeah,
no, okay. I was having a stroke when I heard that, you know, the police had turned up, and I was getting I was trying to get Lisa to give me as much information as possible. You know, I thought I was going to be going down to the British consulate or somewhere and trying to see if we can bail them out of jail.
I know. My heart rate went up rapidly. Yes. I think Robin's, yours, and mine was all at a high rate for a good section of today. It wasn't a nice experience, actually, when I got that message and I looked at it and I went, oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah, but it was because we got sporadic messages. I'll just go through my phone and just have a quick little peek on what sort of messages they were at first. It was it started off, I'm just trying to have a quick little peek, that the police were being way too heavy, that they've detained us, that the police have detained us, and made Jack run off to go and get some identification, and they won't let us go. And then when Jack come back with some identification, they still wouldn't let them go. They were still mumbling away in their language. Yeah, it was it was such a heart attack, you know, like to read all this morning, or this afternoon, I should say.
Late morning, early afternoon. It was all go. It was all go. But we're pleased to let you know that they're okay. They're all right, aren't they? They're all right.
Except for we can't get it.
Apart from the connection issues. But this is the thing. We're outside the EU now. So this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with this kind of stuff. So all we can do, because obviously we've had it easy a couple of nights with the gang that came out as well. Where was that? It was... I mentioned it earlier on today. So they were at Milenko's friend's house the other night, and then they were at someone else's house the other night.
Yeah, in Macedonia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So when they've been going to people's houses, they've had it kind of easy with people's Wi-Fi. But now tonight, we're not in someone's house tonight. It's Lisa's birthday. So Jason, I think we should let the chat room know what you kindly said to them. You said, go out and have something to eat for Lisa's birthday. And now they've come back, they're having some issues and we're having some issues keeping in contact with them. So we thought to ourselves, we've got two options. We can either keep you all waiting on an endless wait for us to start, and I don't think the crew would want us to do that either. They wouldn't want you guys sitting there for the best part of an hour waiting for us to start. So we're just evidently hoping that they're going to get that link anytime soon and click it and join us. Fingers crossed. Can everyone just willfully energize themselves to make that happen, please? Just put it out there and manifest it so that I can see a little pop up and I can add them to this stream, because I'll be gutted. I mean, how adjustment bureau is that? The only day that just happens to be Lisa's birthday. They can't get hold of us now. We can't get hold of them. We know they're safe. So because I do get messages from people worrying about their well-being, Jason. So I just want you to confirm that they are safe. They're fine. But we are now just, we've been able to communicate with them all day. Only when we were just trying to get this together now, we've lost. I've been able to text Lisa today, Jason.
I've had lots of conversations with Lisa today.
I've communicated with Dave, Lisa, absolutely fine. You could not make this up. It's like they know this is what we're trying to do, and they know that we're going to try and convey what's happened out on the streets. That's boots on the ground. They know what happened today. We know it was a self-evident truth what happened today. And I will convey all of these messages to Lisa. I know that Lisa's struck for time because she's on the tour, but I will try and take as many screenshots of your messages, and I will text them all to Lisa once we've got connection with her again, because I do want her to know how much you're giving her love and support. And again, I just want to mention that for the first time ever, we're incorporating Discord into tonight's update. So if you want to get involved with us and come and have a conversation, it's a little bit like an open phone line, except you can stay anonymous. You can go through Discord. You don't have to come on camera, and you can talk to us as if you're on the phone. And that's lovely. That's a lovely picture, Jason. Is it all just going? So now it's just me. Jason, are you still there? And Jason's no longer there. So now it's just me. So yeah, we are trying to incorporate Discord this evening so that you can get involved in the conversation and be a part of this too while we're going back and forth with everyone. For some reason, I now can't hear or see Jason, but I've got the Discord. So Jason, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I just disappeared on Discord.
I was about to go that. Can you hear me, Jason? Sorry. Hello. Yeah, so if you haven't already done so, please look up in the chat room. I will share the link again. If there's any other mods in the chat room that would be able to share that link again for me, please go over there. Sven and Amanda are over in Discord now, waiting with open arms to welcome you and be a part of this conversation we're having tonight. I'm sure a lot of you have seen a lot of things that have happened on the tour that have struck a few chords with you, and we'd love you to come on and share that. We want to implore as many of you to do that as possible. So please click that link. Amanda's just shared that into the chat room as well. She's there over in Discord. It was wonderful to hear her voice. That felt surreal this evening, Jason. I was like, hello, Amanda. Hello, it's you? So yeah, Amanda and Savannah are over there, and we're going to incorporate them into this as well. So yeah, sorry to just go on a little bit about that. In the meantime, Jason, is it all right for you if I go through the chat room? Because there's a lot of people in the chat room and I want to give everyone a shout out. So, Globebusters, thank you so much for being here with us. I'm actually just going to flick you all up onto the screen in a one-off that I don't normally do. Isabel Neal, thank you so much for wishing Lisa a happy birthday as well. Effie Mowry, gonna do. Thank you so much for being here. David Scriven, again, so sorry we're late this evening, darling. But we thought it's better to go live now, even though the team's not with us. Hopefully they'll join us as well. Ronan the Voice, Amanda Globe Denier, my darling. Jude, hello, my darling. How are you? Sven, thank you so much for being here and doing this on Discord as well. Mr. Mark Sargent, how you doing, my darling? Ricardo Montevallo, lovely to see you there. Hope you're all right with the connection issues. And Double O's at his gig tonight. I think he finishes about 11:30. So we're about half an hour away from him finishing as well, just to get back to you from that question before. Unbelievable Productions, lovely to see you. Irrespective, William Beckel, Kieran Franny as well, Seeking Starwater, Racinism, lovely to see you as well. Dr. LA200206, Marie, lovely to see you too, my darlings. And further up, don't want to miss anyone. Karen B, yay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Flattoberfest was an absolute ball. You did really well. I think I'm hearing over 200 people attended. You absolutely rocked it, girl. Well done. Absolutely full love and respect to you, my darling. Sleeping Warrior, one of the 5-star generals out there. Massive love to you, my darling. I'm just going to give a little shameless plug. I was recording an interview with Nathan Oakley. Shout out Nathan Oakley. Give him a sub today. Was interviewing him this evening, and do you know how many times Anthony's name came up? It was almost like the Nathan and Anthony interview, except Anthony wasn't there. It's quite good. Shout out Sleeping Warrior. Give him a sub today if you haven't done so already. Doc Michael, thank you so much, and thank you so much for all your support through this as well. You've been absolutely amazing, sharing links and being so helpful with everyone, getting people to the right information at the right time. So thank you so much for all your selfless efforts as well. Zoom Truth. Hopefully the website will be back up as well. So if you haven't already subbed to Zoom Truth, Zoom Truth's in the chat room as well. Zoom Truth, if you can give people some information in the chat room about what's going on with the website. Anyone who's pre-registered onto the website for the location map, you're going to need to redo your account. Zoom Truth, if you can give some more information for that in the chat room as well, that'd be really helpful. Gary Heather, lovely to see you too as well. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody out as I go along. Ute, lovely to see you too. And I'm scrolling. Z Proxy, shout out Z Proxy, Stan Smith and Cosmic Surfer for all of the selfless efforts that they're doing for the truth as well. Smashing it on a daily basis. And Cami, lovely to see you in here, my darling, as well. And just in case, Marie, Coffee Paul, hello, my darling. And that's about it, Jace.
And a lot of these people are already in Discord now. I've just been watching.
Are you serious? Oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be great.
Have a little peep over there just to see.
Yeah, should we add them to the stream and have a little look? Okay, let's have a look. Adding to the stream. There we go. There's the Discord, everybody. The link is in the chat room. Come and get involved. Unmuted? Shall I? Should we bring them in?
Yeah, just have a quick chat.
Let's have a look. Adding to the stream. There we go. There's the Discord, everybody.
Are we?
The link is in the chat room.
Hi.
Shall I?
How are we doing,
Should we bring them in?
Yeah, just have a quick chat.
Let's have a look. Adding to the stream. There we go. Not quite sure. I think we've got a delay there. I think we need to do it through yours, Jason. I think that's what we need to do. We need to play it through yours.
Right. Is that because we're getting a bit of feedback, aren't we?
Sorry about that, guys. As I said, it's the first time we're doing this. So as you can hear, there's bits and pieces going on in the Discord, Jason. When we do bring in the Discord, I think, as I said, we'll go through yours and see if that works a bit better. And I'll keep it on mute on my end.
Okay.
And we shall see how that works, because I think everyone will hear it coming through yours.
Yeah.
So, yes.
I'll just try it just in case.
And yeah, Doc said there's at least a dozen.
There's 3 nuggets in an hour.
I can hear that.
Okay.
I can hear that.
We'll come back to them in a very short while.
Lovely. Lovely. That's fantastic. So yeah, the link is in the chat room. If you haven't done so already, go and check that out. Give it a click and get involved in the conversation. We'd love to hear from you. We really would. Really, really would love to hear from you. Jace, over to you.
Yeah, I since they're not here, I thought I would read out the conversation that I had from Lisa and kind of show you how sort of serious it really was. You know, like
I would love you to try and convey that to everybody, because it's only words coming out of our mouth, Jason. Yeah, I'd rather you start quote unquoting exactly what was happening at that point. That would be brilliant.
So at first, just to start it off, I actually didn't know what it was all about, because I at the time I wasn't. I was still at work, you know, like, so I joined the live stream when it first came on, and then I had to get back to work. So I didn't see when the police arrived. So I got this message, you know, whilst at work, and it started off. Just to let you know, these police are heavy. They made us shut down the stream. Would have taken phone up, arrested us. Otherwise, now they're asking for IE, and Jack has gone back to the van while the other two keep us hostage here, guarding us. Police hardly know any English words, can't communicate with them. They are behaving like thugs. I just thought I'd like you to know before they give us any more grief. So I had to then quickly go on the live stream to just quickly say, what is she on about?
Oh, wow.
I responded to her, and basically, I won't say, kind of like what I've said to her, but it was more on the just keep calm and to take note of everything, like every little bit of information, lapel numbers, numbers on the police car, what do they look like, descriptions, I wanted as many details as possible, because I felt as though if I have to go down to the consulate, then they're going to ask for information. They're going to want to know stuff, so Lisa responded back. She was doing really well. And she says, they have asked for our passports and they're still keeping us. They are talking between themselves in a language none of us understand. And it says here, I said, can you get a sneaky little photo of them and not? And they said, she said, no, they've got their backs to us at all times, and they're not even, they're not looking at us. I think they were aware that there was cameras. She tried to point the camera at him, and he had his hand on his gun and pushed me away aggressively. It was kind of shocking. Your mic has gone missing. Your voice.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry.
So when I read that, I tried to point the camera at him, and he had his hand on his gun and pushed me away aggressively. I thought to myself, "Oh my God, don't take any photos, please." Oh dear.
Now I'm hoping you're getting some scope for how we were feeling with this today. This was just like, it went from 0 to 100 real quick, like real quick.
But she carried on. She wrote, there are 4 of them at the moment, 1 woman, 3 guys, all around 40s and 50s maybe. Police told Jack that he is not even allowed to walk down the high street, treating us like terrorists, still keeping us here. Please search my phone for photos and videos, all ready to make sure that we had no pictures of them. So they were concerned about this, but it didn't matter because they were live streaming. So that
Correct.
information had already gone.
Ricardo's saying Lisa did an absolutely brilliant job. She did a great job of holding it down.
She managed to get a number off one of the cars. She says it's 24, 15, 18, but she didn't know kind of what number this was, but she was still giving me information. So good on her. Well done.
Absolutely.
She couldn't read the number plate of the car, from where she was. She's told me. It's okay. They're now letting us go now, but they told us not to come back. So yeah, whoa! It was really stressful. Hair raising.
Like I know it was like, as you know, I was out dealing with stuff today, so I was on the road a bit like you. I wasn't at work, but I was behind the wheel of a car, and I had to pull over the vehicle and do this whole. Oh my gosh, because I want people to understand that nothing seems to happen when you're just conveniently sitting down with a cup of tea and you're kind of just waiting around going, yeah, so problems could happen now. That's good. It's convenient for me right now. It never happens at those times. It always happens when you're either actually at work and you're going, okay, I can take a phone call right now, but other than that, no. And then there's times when Robin's at work, there's times that I'm at work. And that's what I want to stress to everybody that's involved in, this all wouldn't be happening without what you did. Thanks to you, Jason, there's a camper van. And, thanks to the background support of what's been going on with Robin and everything I've been doing, this was happening, but we all work. And shout out to all of the haters out there that tell us to go and get a job. I absolutely love you so much. Like, you actually make me deep my life sometimes. And I'm like, do people actually think that what I'm confused at what some of the trolls actually think we do.
It's a
when
holiday.
We're not live.
Oh no, we're just funny games. We're having holidays all the time.
Shout out to the haters for that, because I genuinely think they're just thinking we're walking up and down our living rooms going, oh, I wonder what to do with today, because
I was
to do.
I was in the middle of fixing a scale, and I had it in a million bits on the floor, like in the middle of Tesco's supermarket.
And I want to stress, Jason will not take calls or deal with this when he's on the job. He will not do it. I mean, not in a rude way. He doesn't tell us to go away like in a horrible way. But he says, look, I'm working. I can't speak right now. And at the time, it seems crazy. And I want to try and convey this in the best way possible. But it's almost like you say it like, sorry, I don't have time for the tour right now. I'm working. And I'm like, yeah, it's your tour, Jace. Like, but not that I think that, but you can't have the tour if you don't work, because you have to pay for the camper. So it's not like I said at the beginning, it's not in a rude way, but for every minute you're not working, because you're working to pay for the tour. And I know that sounds crazy because people are donating, but I need to say that. And I always seem to do this too. I put you on the spot and I kind of go, yes, I should have maybe warned you that I was going to maybe say that live. But I need everybody to understand how much Jason's putting 99% of himself into this. Much to, like myself, there's a lot of people that are close to me. I'll keep them nameless, but I wish I could say this honestly. I can't say as many people support us as don't support us. I know that I can only speak for myself here, but it's about 80-20. I've got 80% of my counterparts openly against what I'm doing, and about 20% of my counterparts offline. When I mean supporting in the sense where they're allowing me to do it, that is
allowing
support,
you,
isn't it?
Allowing you.
That's support, though, right?
Is it allowing you?
Chat room feedback on that one, because I'm kind of stuck on the fence with that. Is that support?
No, you're a grown woman. You don't need to be allowed to.
So that's the ugly truth of it. So yeah, it is. I didn't mean to go down that road, but I'd rather be brutally honest about it, because it's the truth. We need you to carry on doing what you're doing every day, and you are doing what you. When was your last day off? Can I ask you?
At the moment, I'm doing it's a 13-day straight at the moment. So that's okay.
And as I said, myself, I work. I know Robin works. It's hard and it's painful. Shout out to everybody that was watching Amsterdam activism. I know a lot of people were messaging me behind the scenes and extremely frustrated that they weren't there physically because of the mundane things that we have to deal with. We're holding them back, i.e. responsibilities, work. I know, shout out Sleeping Warrior. I know Sleeping Warrior really wanted to come to Amsterdam and he was unable to because of A, B, C, D, and E, F, and G, like everybody else. There was one thing after the next that prevents people from being physically a part of this. And it's painful. Sorry, Mike. Yeah, it's painful. And it is just now for myself and Jason. We desperately want to be there and interacting with them and out on the streets with them and supporting them in every physical way possible that you can imagine. We've just got to get up in the morning and go to work. And like, it's hard. I'm not going to lie to you. It's hard because at work, you're supposed to have mundane conversations and you're supposed to have these superficial conversations about things. And I constantly, like today, when I reached where I was going and I'm trying to pay attention to the conversation I'm having in this reality, I'm going, yeah, I don't think you understand. They've been pulled over by the police. I'm not really interested in what you're saying right now, but I am, because it's very important and it's due to my ability to be able to work that I've got to pay attention. I don't know if anyone else is relating to this, but it's hard when you've got one toe in the matrix and 99% of you's awake and you realize the scale of what's up against us and you're fully shielded and up for the fight, except to do that fight, you've still got to pedal that. It's hard. So sorry to trail off there, but like I said, it's incredibly important for you to go and do your job. And when we've got problems on the road and we're all behind the wheel and not able to deal with the problems literally like this, like we're sitting here just now, Jason, imagine if we just got problems now. That'd be brilliant. All we'd have to do is say to you in the chat room, bear with us a second, we're just going to deal with this. But it never seems to happen like that. You've either got weights in your hand or you're driving a vehicle at the time and people are asking you, can you just stop and check that and go online and book that and do that and do that. And meanwhile, you've got your manager on the phone going, Jason, are you going to be at the job yet? Are you going to be there in 10 minutes, Jason? Are you going to? It's hard.
That's when you get a phone call, Roxanne, can you do?
and then I love you, Robin. That's when you get a phone call, Robin. It's like a knock on. It's like a happy slap, isn't it? And then I knock it on to Robin and then shout out Charlotte, love you, big time. That's probably when Charlotte gets a call. I'm imagining, I know Robin's not even in the chat room right now. Shout out to Robin when you listen back to this. I imagine that's how it goes. Then Charlotte gets a call and then Charlotte goes, delegation. Wonder Woman. Shout out Charlotte Love. So yeah, sorry if we peeled off a little bit there, but I think it's worthwhile showing you that in the background there's a lot of other situations going on and we're doing everything we can to keep all the pots on the cooker at the same time. And I hope that you're all patient with us and much of this is uncharted territory as well. We're dealing with the bridges as we come to them. We're hoping for the best and prepared for the worst.
Yeah, I think I'll add amongst all of that is the messages. I get quite a lot of emails and messages, and there's lots of people contacting us through the Global Eye contact form website, and that I do try to get in touch with you all, but there's so many at the moment, and it does take me a little while to get through them all. I've got so many pots on the cooker as well that I'm juggling with. There's a lot going on.
Well said. Well said. Can you do me a favor? Can you patch us into Discord? Can we make Karen B a mod, please, in the server? Can you relay that to Sven and Amanda? Sven, probably. Yeah. And Karen, some of us are new to Discord, so you might have to message in the how to make that happen. Hopefully Sven will know what he's doing, and Amanda may be able to assist you. So yeah, we'll get that sorted for you, Karen. Thank you so much for offering that as well. That's massive help. And shout out to Spur Schemo in the chat room as well. Lovely to see you too. And to everyone else, Stephen Watson, Gary John, Lewis Hackett, Globebusters, Jose Gonzalez, lovely to see you too. JJ, lovely to see you too. Victor, lovely to see you. Jude, lovely to see you as well. Still in the chat room, my darling. And shout out Sleeping Warrior, still in the chat room as well. Tamo, lovely to see you too. And just checking for any new people that have joined in the chat room. So yeah, sorry to cut you there, Jace. Fantastic. And check that link that Zoom Truth has just popped into the chat room. That is a link for zoomtruth.com where you can sign up and find yourself other people that have completely denounced the model that has been taught to us by the Ministries of Education. Why? Because it's absolutely false. We have no supporting evidence for that whatsoever. So if you want to meet up with like-minded people and just know where those other like-minded people are and start building networks and connections, go ahead over there and register yourself over there. Thank you so much for that, David. Wonderful. Jace?
Yeah, I thought I'd just read out the very last part message that I got from Lisa. And it's just to let you know that things are okay now. And it basically, she starts off with, well, today was a bit of a screw up all around. I love it. Yeah, it's very descriptive. We did a big shop earlier in a hypermarket. Had a good look around, choosing the best food for each of us. It's her birthday, why not? Only to get to the till where the card machine was not functioning, and then they had to put all their shopping back because they didn't have any money. As I say, the adjustment bureau. Anyway, so they went to Lidl. That's a cheaper shop. instead and ended up eating in the van. Even when trying to leave the car park, they wouldn't let us out until they pay it by cash, which they didn't have any, so they had to, which was such a waste to try and get cash for one day, because they were just passing through. Today's been full of obstacles, but we're okay now. We're on our way. I think she means that we're on our way. They're making their way to Athens. I think that's what it is. And could be the reason why we're struggling to get in contact with them. But anyway,
Okay.
so it's good news, you know. Like, so I think they've put today's episode behind them and they're moving on. It's okay.
Shout out to Jin CBR1 and Stan Smith in the chat room as well. They've just joined in the chat room. Lovely to see you both there as well. What a drama today for them. Hey, Jace, what a drama. I'm so sorry they're not here yet. But do you want to bring in the Discord crew to come and say
let's
hi?
have a little listen. Let's have a little listen to that. Well, you put them on your screen and then I just turn the volume up, okay?
Okay, cool. Let's go.
There you go. Oh, there's a picture of Anthony and who's put that on?
Let's see. Come on. What's going on? What's going on in the Discord house? What's the picture? And can we also have Spurs to be a mod as well, if it's possible? So can we have Karen B and Spurs Schemo to be mods in there? And I'm hoping we're getting a nice collection of people in there now. That'd be brilliant. So shout out to Sven. This is Sven's idea, wasn't it, Jason? Brilliant. Absolutely wonderful. Can we hear them though? That's the thing.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's talking. I don't think
there's no one talking. Okay, well, can the chat room hear us?
A disaster.
Hi guys.
Hear us? Hey Jason. Hey Rock.
Hi.
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah.
It was Mr. Kimo.
Can you all just identify yourselves with your handles so that the chat room on YouTube can hear you shout out yourselves? Give yourselves a shout out. Who's in the chat room talking just now?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear Jason. Well, you've got a few people. You've got a few globe earthers in here actually.
Oh.
Yeah. We've got Kosho. I think you know Kosho. George. I think you may have heard of George. Yeah. So yeah, they're just as interested in the tour as the flat earthers. They're following it.
Awesome.
You can ask them what they make of it. I mean, they're here right now.
Yeah. Well,
cool. If we can, and shout out to Karen and Sleeping Warrior giving me advice in the chat room. Karen and Anthony have just said, do not show the Discord chat. Just have the audio. So I'm now just having the audio, guys. But for the chat room's purposes, just know that Discord, it is a self-evident truth that Discord is there. This isn't just some hype of fake people we've got stacked up in the background. I've noted, and thank you so much. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for pointing me in the right direction. And done. I've hidden the window, Jose. It's hidden, and I'm only showing the sound. Shout out to everybody in the Discord that's in there interacting. And you've just joined the Globe Live Tour live update. Hi, guys. How are you doing?
Good. Just listening in and watching the debauchery happen.
That's Amanda speaking, isn't it?
So can I just check Lisa's okay? Are the guys there? Everyone's okay?
They are indeed. Everyone's absolutely fine. It's just a connection issue. That's all we're dealing with is a connection issue.
Yeah.
Which is all good. It could be a lot worse. I'm happy to deal with a connection issue as long as they're all safe.
Yeah, happy birthday to Lisa.
Thank you.
Roxanne, I think on Discord it was showing red on the bottom left. If it's red, it will be a bad connection. Can Sven see that?
I can't.
What's that?
Jason, can you?
Sorry, guys. Yeah, so the bottom left of Discord, it's either red or green, where it says voice connected. I think just before you removed it from the screen, I think I saw it red, which was a bad connection of some sort.
Oh, it's green at my end.
Is it green? Yeah, but the host, I think it's Sven's.
All right.
Is his green or red?
I'm not sure.
Mine. I haven't got a clue what we're looking at.
No.
No, I think the connection's fine now then. Because usually
Lovely.
it would be at the bottom left. Yeah, the bars, the green bars. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah, I think this Discord it's new and it will take some getting used to, and it doesn't really align perfectly with the platform what Roxanne's using, but we can make do it. You know, we can still use it, but it's
Jose's saying the sound's good there. The chat room's got good sound. They're okay with it. So I think what we're going to do moving forward is we're going to try and correlate this Discord so that it gives you guys another platform that you can come and interact with us and speak with us. Obviously, we'd love to have the team here with us just now. But moving forward, you guys are going to be able to have that in addition to the chat room so that you can put your voice to your words in the chat room.
Yeah.
Hello, Roxanne.
Hi, who's that?
It's Skyfly Bry. I first helped you set up your first hangout.
Lovely. Oh, lovely to hear your voice, darling. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And well done, Jason. Good work.
Yeah, I think I'm about a year and a half in now, so I can't thank you enough for getting me off the starting blocks, my darling. You have the patience of an absolute saint. Between you and my daughter that night, we managed to string it together, and here we are now.
Yeah, brilliant.
Perfect. Well, I hope I've done you proud.
Yeah, if you want to make me a mod on Discord, I don't mind. I'll help out. I'm happy to help.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that, Skyfly.
No.
Really appreciate that, darling. Massive love and respect to you. Mwah.
Okay. Is there? I suppose just said that there's some Globe believers in Discord. Can I ask at least one of you? Could you tell us what you think of the tour so far? How's it working out for you guys?
And if you guys in Discord can hear me as well, can you make Sleeping Warrior Anthony Riley a mod as well? He said the swamp in here is very swampy. It's very swampy. I think he's implying that the swamp needs draining. Shout out Anthony Riley.
Does that mean they get to kick people out, or?
I'm not sure because I'm not really sure how Discord works.
I don't know.
No say. I don't know. Yeah,
I'm going to have to do a YouTube video.
Okay, so I know, right? That's fair enough, Sleeping Warrior. I'm all right. That's fair enough. But would you believe that Skyfly? That is the self-evident truth. He really did get me off the starting blocks. The night I went live for the very, very first time, he spent an incredible amount of time with a few other people assisting me in getting that Google Hangouts together. So for that, I can't thank him enough. So the fact that he's a Globe troll, I just think that is just full ratings for helping me get off the blocks. Because look, here we are. So nice one for that. And lifting the lid. It's past his bedtime. Shout out Robin. Massive love and respect to you. I've just seen him. Okay, don't kick him. Not kick. I'm not a tyrant. Just mute. Much love to you, Anthony. Oh, Robin's just saying that podcast 22 has just gone live with Mr. Nathan Oakley, 5-star general himself. If you haven't subbed him today. Nathan Oakley 1980, Flat Earth Debates on this side of the camper. It's got prime spot on a window by itself. All by himself. Prime spot, slap bang in the middle. So yeah, shout out to Nathan as well. That was an awesome one today, Robin. Massive love and respect to you.
They're saying Discord has just been hijacked or something. Is that possible?
Never mind.
Can they do that?
I'm not sure. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, so I think it's all been closed down.
Okay, Sven's working on it apparently.
There you go. So it's a learning curve. I'm sure we'll close any security loopholes down. Once
Okay,
we
Karen said the server's screwed by trolls already. So when we do have it back up and running properly, we'll pop the link in the chat room for everybody. So watch this space with that. But it is something that we're looking to incorporate. And once we've got the right mods assisting Sven, we'll be all right. But that was a bit uncharted waters for us.
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's okay.
Moving forward, we'll try and get
We're
that
just
done.
testing the waters with it all.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Learning process.
Lovely. Do you have anything else to show us tonight, Mr. Disbury?
Only for those who didn't see here yesterday for the update for the next sort of 4 or 5 days or so. They're taking a, as I said yesterday, they're having a day off today. Sorry, no, they're doing Bulgaria, so Sofia and Bulgaria. They're having a day off tomorrow, so they're doing absolutely nothing tomorrow. They're just going to be sit there sunbathing and doing nothing, and then they will materialize in Athens, Greece, and I don't know how they would have got there, but they will end up in Athens. We've got a great place for them to go. I'm just trying to find out where they're going, because I did put that. Let me just find out where they're going, and I will tell you. So I've put it somewhere on my desktop. Pictures, download. It is. So yeah, they're going to Athens, Greece, and it was a place called. That's why I can't find it. It's a place called. I can't pronounce it, but I'll do my very best.
Okay.
So it's a place called Monastiraki. So that's
Montessaraki.
Monastiraki.
Oh, Monastiraki.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Okay.
Say it again.
Monastiraki.
Yeah, I'll go for that. That sounds
okay.
good. So that's
and I'm with Robin on that one. Can you just teleport me to Athens, please? Now. I want to go now. Do you know, apparently they're going to be in like hot climate. It's going to be hot there while they're there. It's going to be like summer again for them. Did you notice that they were in their t-shirts the other day? And I was like a bit jealous. I was in my puffer jacket and I was like, I'm cold. It's hot for you guys. Not fair.
My ice warning came on the car this morning. So it was below 4 this morning. So I normally get a little warning on the car just to let me know, watch out for ice. So yeah, you're right. They were in t-shirts and it was pretty cold this morning. Wow. So you
see, for me, I got bitch slapped by Jack Frost when I opened the front door. He just went and bitch slapped me. So yeah, I'm coming out with my boxing gloves in the morning for Jack Frost. He's not getting the better of me tomorrow morning. No. I was shock tactics coming out the house to take the kids to the school. I came out in a denim jacket and I was like, right, it's winter. I'll just go back in for my puffer jacket.
So yesterday, guys, we had some awesome donations yesterday. So thank you very much for all of that. It was a fantastic day yesterday for donations. Today, unfortunately, has ceased. No donations today so far. But as long as I'd be happy every other day. That there's donations coming in, and remember, it's not for me. It's just to keep them them wheels turning, and
that's all we want. We just want to make sure we can keep the wheels turning until that finish line. Sorry, I won't talk over you.
We've got more people joining. We've got Dave Mantle and and Andrea and young lad Alexandra, along with Adam Meekin. Just trying to think of his name then. Sorry, Adam. So we've got the Meekster. So that's going to be. I'm really looking forward to that, and hopefully, we think Lisa might be staying on. So not 100%. I'm pretty sure Jack is definitely staying on. So got lots of drivers now, and we had a bit of a panic in Amsterdam. We thought, oh my God, we haven't got any drivers. And then all of a sudden we've got too many drivers. So it's going to be good. It's going to be fun soon. So we've got Dave Murphy is going to be with us until Venice, and we'll have we'll have the 2 days together in Venice, which I'm really looking forward to. That would be an amazing. I'm hoping to get them out to go to Marco Square in Venice. It seems the most popular place to go, and it's going to be awesome. That will be a sight and half. I mean, like Marco Square is, it's got 1 billion pigeons, so then they're going to get properly shit on.
Oh no, that's not good, Jason. That is not good. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get them the little rain mats.
Yeah,
we can't have that.
No,
although my mum used to say, "What shoulder was it? Luck. What's good luck? Is it?"
It's meant to be good luck. Yeah, no, I think one bit of bird poo was good luck.
Where?
Having a lot of bird poo, 100, it's not good luck.
So on your shoulder, someone in the chat room, shout out chat room. If you got the answer to that, it's bugging me out now. Apparently, it's good luck if you get it
once.
On your shoulder once. Yeah. Look at me trying to be ever the optimist. Well, look on the bright side. You know, it's good luck ish, kind of.
100 times, it's just not fun no more.
What? Yeah, you 1 for sorrow, 2 for. Do you know I saw 6 the other day? I was driving down the road and 6 magpies. Sorry, this is going to sound random to you. You said 2 for joy, and I was thinking about magpies there. What's 6? 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy, 5 for 6 for. Don't know. What's 5 and 6? Help me out because I saw 6.
Anyway, but I see Robin's thing there.
I'm going to Jose as well. Jose, I'm going to get to that problem in a second. For some reason, StreamYard has stopped transferring the description from StreamYard over to YouTube. It did it the other few times, and for some reason, it stopped doing it. And that is like literally a one-stop shop. So thank you to everybody. But I need to let everybody know this issue with GoFundMe and PayPal. In fact, I'm going to lead you to tell them, because this is proving to be an issue for us, especially when we're trying to. What we're trying to do, can I just put this out there? We're trying to never go below the amount that it takes to bring the tour home. Jason will have an amount in his head on every destination that there'll be a contingency to bring the tour home, should in case for some reason all donations cease to exist and the worst case scenario happens and he tells us we've gone past the point of no return. So I had 2 conversations with people that were under the impression that no point of return meant that the team were going to be stranded out there. So I just need to make a disclaimer to everybody. Jason will not leave the team stranded in any particular country with that camper van and their lives on that camper van. The one thing that Jason's always said to me is that there will always come a point where if things get bad, he will have to pull the plug on the tour because there will only be enough funds left to bring them home. So that when I talk about the point of no return, that's the point that Jason will get to if he says, okay, right, not enough donations are coming in. I'm going to have to pull the plug on you. In 3 days' time, you're going to have to come home. In 2 days' time, you're going to have to come home. At the moment, I can't speak for anyone else apart from Robin, but Robin's not telling me that Jason said that to him. And Robin, I'm happy to tell you that Jason has not said that to me yet. So what we don't want to ever hear Jason say is that we're now days away from having to pull the plug on the tour. So as long as you keep those donations coming in the way that you are, that won't happen. And we will maintain keeping these wheels turning across Europe and maintain completing this almost 15,000 mile journey, having, by the time we've completed it, handed out near enough 25,000 leaflets, hundreds of cards, absolutely hundreds of thousands of people who've seen the camper van, taken pictures of the banners, videos of the banners, had interactions, meaningful interactions, no matter what retrospective language they speak. And Jason, just for anyone that's just tuned into this and they're looking at just this section of the video, can you just reel off some of the countries and destinations that we've still got to go through?
Yeah, sure. It's well, like, as I say, we're still going to Athens, Greece is the next destination, and then we're off to Albania, Montenegro, off to Bosnia, Croatia, Slovenia. That's Jack's her home country. Making our way to Italy, San Marino. There's a few places in Italy, in Rome, Pisa, Milan. Off to Liechtenstein, couple of places in Germany, Munich and Frankfurt, Luxembourg, and then we'll be making our way to France, and then that's Paris and Bordeaux. Making our way to Madrid, Lisbon, Gibraltar, Valencia, Barcelona, off to Andorra, France, back to Marseille, Monaco. It seems a little bit as though that we're going all over the place here, but there was reasons, and it was more to do with particular people meeting particular people on specific dates. You know, like it may seem a little bit what's it, a bit of a spaghetti journey, you know, but it's there is a reason behind it all. So once we get down to Monaco and then Switzerland, off to Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland, and then back to England. Now, from after Switzerland, there may be a chance, and it's all weather related, you know, like that. Was it Copenhagen, Oslo, Stockholm, Helsinki? I don't think it'll be money related. I think it'll be purely weather related, whether or not we can push forward, and it may end up being on hold until, I would imagine, until April or something, I would imagine. But hopefully that we can still push on and go through them countries. Ideally, that's the perfect outcome. Again, I don't think it'll be money related. I'm sure that we'll have enough money in the pot to get us there. We're ticking over. We are just ticking over. It's certainly not a done deal that we've got enough funds to get around it. We're just ticking over. I haven't panicked yet, but we're okay. You know, like it's the guys that they've had enough to feed themselves. There's enough petrol there. They've been paying the tolls, and there's been quite a lot of tolls. Bit surprising how many.
Everyone's donations is making the difference. That's what's really making this the people's tour. The fact that all of you have got involved in the way that you have, and that Jason's been able to give the camper van to a complete stranger. Just want to stress that. We love Jack. We love you, Jack. We absolutely love you to bits. You're like a brother from another mother. You're not a stranger anymore. And I'll be honest with you, I felt a good vibe from Jack and Igor the second I met them.
We did.
I'll never forget that moment, Gary. You're in the chat room just now, and I just want you to hear this. When you rocked up to the camper van, I remember the window was open, the door was open. Gary came up and he walked up with Igor and Jack, and he said, "Guys, have you got a minute? These guys have just arrived and they've come to see you." And we came out of the camper van looking kind of bewildered, like, come to see us. It's just us. It's just me and Jason. Like, there's nothing. Yeah. I felt like a bit of a damp squib, to say my mum used to say, just a bit of an anticlimax. It was like, oh dear, I'm stood there in tracksuit bottoms with my hair scraped up because we're trying to put vinyl on in the pouring rain with absolutely no weather coverage. I'm sorry again, Jason, for putting you on the spot like this, but this is how it was. We were literally ladders, pouring rain, trying to dry the camper in between the rain stopping and starting, which was just making it even more difficult. And do you know, I love you all for putting your hands on deck the way you did. So many people. Scuba Dracula in the chat room. Love to see you in the chat room as well. It's wonderful to see you there because you're included in this story as well. You turned up, rocked up and went, right, okay, how can I help? I'm here. Hands, brain, brawn, everything. What do you need me to do? And you started delegating, Jason. You started handing hundreds of pounds worth of vinyl to people and just going, please do your best with it. This is your camper van too. This is your tour too. Yeah. Treat this as if it was your own. Do the best job you possibly can. And thank you so much. We had a million we kept on saying thank you because we didn't know what it was. Just, you know, when you pray for something and you hope and wish for something to happen and then it happens. There was a lot of times I had to pinch myself, Jason, because I was like, this is really happening. So let me just get back to what I'm saying with Gary. He rocks up with Jack and Igor, and these guys are just big smiles on their faces. And we were like, hi. And we didn't really kind of get the context of the conversation initially. I don't know about you, Jason, but I for sure didn't. I just thought these two guys are here for the convention. They know about the tour and they just wanted to go, hi, guys. Brilliant to meet you. Looking forward to the weekend. And I thought that was it. I thought the job was a good one, but it wasn't. It was so much more than that. And with Jack's pidgin English, and And he went, do you remember the way he said it? He said, I'm here.
I'm here. As in, we were expecting him. I'm here. I've arrived. I'm here.
And I was like, Jason, do you know something I don't? What is this? What is a fucking wind up? What?
Yeah,
and it wasn't like we were being pompous or anything. It was like we missed the joke. Not that it was a joke. It was like we missed the memo. I don't know. And I felt it was toolless. I didn't know what to say.
It was as though that he knew that we were in need.
Yes,
and I've arrived.
But he knew something that we hadn't spoken about publicly. We just, you know, myself, Robin, and you, we talked about this privately, and me and you had gone into depth about the drivers and how we were going to do this relay with certain drivers coming out of the play. We really were kind of dumbfounded, and then he just gestured. We were like, how, what, what? And he said, you know, I'm here because of. And he didn't say anything. He just pointed up. He didn't say a word. He just pointed up, and we went and we looked at each other like, no. And he was like, I'm here to drive. I'm going to drive the whole tour for you. And that's when he displayed it like a 5-star Michelin restaurant. He just went and answered every prayer and wish and hope that myself, you, and Robin had many times messaged us going, I'm going to pray for you guys. I'm praying that we're going to be all right. We just got to keep praying. We've got to keep, people will come out. There is a silent majority. We're not, you know, falling on deaf ears here. There is people that are watching this, and people have messaged us over the last 10 months. But Jack wasn't one of those people that had messaged us. So we thought we'd exhausted all of our avenues well, anyway, I'm not going to get emotional because it's a lot. It's a lot. We know how selfless Jack's been. You know, in the chat room, and all of you that have been watching this, you know how selfless Jack's been, and Igor as well, and Lee, and everyone. You know, the list. I was saying this the other day and today with Robin. The list is endless. The list is just about as long for international input than UK input already. We're almost halfway through, and we're already almost even Stevens with European input as UK input.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
can I just give a quick shout out to Kieran? Kieran, thank you very much. I've just seen your donation. Thank you very much. You've donated quite a lot lately, and you're still donating. So, thank you very, very much. Also, guys, I mean, like there's smaller channels out there, and they want to go out there and do some activism, but there's certain restrictions that YouTube's got, and they need plenty of subs. You know, like even if you're a globe believer or so, sub to these smaller channels and that. Let them get their subs up. You know, like, and you know they'll get there out there on the street. There's even more content for you guys. You know, do what you want with that. But you know, like these guys, they all need their subs. Also, big shout out to James or 2222. Is it 2222? I keep forgetting.
That's right. Yeah.
He needs his subs up as well. So come on, guys. You know, like get over to 2222 and subscribe there as well. But there's a lot of smaller channels. They like Scuba Dracula. He's there on the screen there. He's in need of your subs.
Please, go ahead and sub to Scuba Dracula. He's in the chat room now, guys. Scuba, just pop yourself back in the chat room again. So you're the most recent one in the chat room. He's just said hi to Dr. LA, saying good. There he is on the screen now. There's Scuba Dracula. Can you see that image there?
Mm-hmm.
Our brother from another mother. Love you, Scuba, man. Big love to. And you know what? I'm sorry to just go on, Jason, but it's got to be said.
Yeah.
The amount of elbow grease Scuba put into the camper, the amount of elbow grease that Paul on the plane put into the camper, the amount of elbow grease that Jack and Igor. Jason, that day was a long day, right? I just want to let you know that because of the vinyl situation, and no, actually, it's not because of the vinyl situation. The delay in the delivery of the vinyl was the backbreaker, right? Mm. But then the kick in the teeth was the weather, right? Mm-hmm. Couldn't catch the weather in the UK. Paul said, come to the campsite. It's going to be way more hands on deck. It's going to make sense. And we were like, no, it's bad weather on the way.
We didn't want to, did we?
No, we wanted to arrive with it done. But I said to you, and and again, I'll put you on the spot, but I kind of just I kind of done your head in with it. I was like, come on, let's go. Look, Paul said, come on, let's go. And then we're on the ferry and we're going and we're driving. And then it just turned into you picking me up with Lisa till I was not going to sleep. And I was doing this on the ferry. Do you remember? Do you remember that? Bless you, Lisa. You had your sleeping bag. You thought wisely when you left that camper van, because me and Jason just bopped with nothing. But no, Lisa was equipped. And we were sat there upright on there going, well, we've got a full-on drive to do to Amsterdam when we land at 4 a.m.
And we were shattered.
Yeah, proper shattered. And then we were already behind schedule with the vinyl. So again, scuba. And do you know what? The list is endless because there was a lot of hands on that vinyl. In fact, I'm going to bring something else into this. So I'm going to put you on the spot again, Jason, because you did mention this. I think it was today or either yesterday when we were talking. And I just want to share it with the chat room because I'd love you to mull it over and see if you can come back with any brainstormed feedback. Because if there is a channel for us to do this, I would rather we do this and make it a good look for people that are awake, that are up for doing this. So obviously we're going to hire the camper van out when it comes home. And, Jason's going to...
We've been thinking about it.
Yeah, and I just thought it's all right to throw it out there because it's only thoughts.
Spitballing. And,
just spitballing. Go on, Jason.
Because what it is that, look, we don't really want to take all the decals off. We wouldn't mind leaving them on.
We don't mind updating them in time, but to take them off would be sacrilege.
I know, but the thing is, it takes to buy the van, it takes half my wage. Complete half my wage. So the idea was, originally, I thought that I would let the van go out in the tour, and then when I get it back, I will rent it out. So I thought if I rent the van out, it means that we've still got a van we can use, as and when we need to, and of course I would get my wage back. Anyway, so what it was is that we were talking about it, but renting it out to Muggles people. They wouldn't want all of the decals, all over it, but other globe deniers, flat earthers, they wouldn't mind it all on, so that was Roxanne's idea, so maybe we should just rent it out, for those who want to go flat smacking all around the UK.
But yeah, not flat smacking in the sense where we're going out flat smacking. However, there could be the option for that to happen. And the reason we're saying this is because you can do it in levels. You could hire out the camper van as just a visual camper van and not do any activism at all. And like Dave was telling you the other day, when he was trying to go and get a kip, people will come to you. Or you could hire the camper van with the banners, with some leaflets, with some paraphernalia to go out there on the streets. And if you want to go out and do activism with the camper van and with the banners, then you've got carte blanche to rent it and go into Europe if you want. If you want to go across the UK, if you want to take your family on there. Yeah,
it would be extremely cheap because we just want it paid for. So and we've actually already got our first people who want to hire it. I remember.
Yes.
And who's that? Do you know?
You say it.
Ruben, Ruben wants to hire it out. There you go.
It.
So I don't know if you listen to Ruben. I'll be taking you up on that offer, maybe.
Definitely. We would implore you that are watching internationally as well. If you want to come over for a week camping, we're there's a lot of things that we're spitballing about, but we want to be able to at least cater for every part of the spectrum. For people that want to do self-catering, we want to be able to cater for you. For people that want to do, full board, we want to try and be able to find a way to try and work it where it works for everybody. Because if we can market this to people that are awake, as opposed to the broader market of muggles, I think conducively for everyone, the van will get streamlined. The advertisement on the van will get better because there'll be constant advertisement done. And as I said, I think it would be sacrilege to take it off. I mean, what better than to hire that to go on your 2-week holiday? And, there you go. You're doing activism by default. You don't even have to take the banners out. You don't have to do any leaflets. You don't have to do anything other than be the camper van. And as Dave will tell you, as many people give you testaments, that one that we had as we were leaving Sean and Lisa, we didn't even have the decals or any of the lettering on it. And those boys just couldn't help themselves to say, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It was just, we were having such...
Where was that? Where was she then?
That was the day I had to work all day. I just can't remember where it was. I remember I had to sit
in the
there
car park and they came
work.
out.
Yeah. And it was just because I think our conversation with Sean and Lisa 1, Lisa 2, me, you, and Sean, and who else was there that day? There was someone else there. Crikey, I can't remember. But it was so energetic, so enthusiastic. I think that's what caught the boys' attention, and that was without stickers. And the one thing I haven't experienced is troll behaviour when we're in the camper van. I haven't experienced that.
There's a guy here. What's it? We've come across him before. Flat Earth Reset 2. Flat Earthers are paying for that van, not Jason Doucheberry.
That's bad.
I think if you only knew, buddy, you know, like I'd show you my wage bracket and you'll see that it goes
again.
It goes missing every time that it rides.
For the record, if you can show any supporting evidence for that, like some supporting evidence for the Globe as well, that would be great. But you know, slanderous accusations in the chat room is quite sad, because I don't think people understand the magnitude of what's going on behind the scenes. You know, either way, you know, I think trolls are inevitable. I think it's always going to be inevitable that you can only keep some of the people happy some of the time, not all of the people happy all of the time. And we're just doing the best that we can with the tools that we've got. And to keep the wheels turning, it takes fuel. The truth's free, but unfortunately, the fuel to fuel that camper van isn't. Jason is taking on as much as he possibly can. You're paying for the insurance, as far as I'm aware, not the donators. You're paying for the repayments on that camper van, not the donators. You're paying for the tax. You're paying for all of the maintenance on that vehicle. If anything was to go wrong, you're going to be neck deep in fees for fixing it, because that's not something that was accounted for from the donators. So, you know, like you said, when the exhaust went pear-shaped, that wasn't the donator's problem. You took that on board. You went, no, that's coming out of my face. It's my camper van. It's my problem. I remember you. I wish Lisa was here right now, because I remember you explicitly saying that this is my vehicle. It's my problem. So yeah, shout out to the haters. Retracted. There's always going to be a few disgruntled people that are not cool with what we're doing.
But everything they've said so far,
everyone's got the right to respond. So
everything they've said so far, it hasn't come to light, has it? Do you remember we didn't buy the stickers? Do you remember Jason doesn't have a passport? Do you remember he's not doing this tour, and yet everything seems to be happening to plan?
Yeah, the people saw the truth.
The truth.
The truth is the fact that we've been lied to about where we live. We are not explaining to people that we live on a model, because that's a false paradigm. As far as I'm concerned, we're not telling anybody what this is. We're just explaining to people what this isn't. And that is a fact. That's not something that's a belief system. I don't believe in the fact that I've been lied to. It would take a reach and a belief for me to start getting into a belief system again. It took me 30 odd years to come out of a belief system. So I can't speak for you all in the chat room, but I don't know about any of you. Press 1 if you know the globe's a lie, as opposed to believing in something that this might be. Because I do think for a lot of skeptical people, I think they think there's a lot of us that are just in some kind of new belief system. The amount of people that kind of go, so tell me about this flat earth theory, or why do you believe in flat earth? And I'm going, I'm not even sure I should entertain that conversation. Why? Because I'm not in a belief system. Never was, never will be, never have been, never going to be. Definitely grown over this last year and a half, like a lot of us have. I've understood that the wording I use has tripped me up over the last 18 months, and I've tried to streamline that as much as I can. In fact, speaking to Nathan this evening for the podcast interview with Robin, he brought up so many brilliant points that just kind of showed me this is why we're so, if you can say, you know, we're anoraky with it, aren't we, Jason? We spend a lot of time talking about the wording that we're using, because we don't want to be taken out of context later on down the road when someone's trying to use as a citation. and we've been taken out of context saying it's flat, sounding like we're making a claim. When we're not making a claim, we're just saying the claim that's been made is grossly false. You know, even if we were, right, and this is a reach, even if we were on a ball, which I don't think we are, even if it was bigger by the factor of 10, why lie? You know, people ask me why the lie, and I'm walking around going, I'm asking the same thing. Why lie to us? I think that's probably the biggest misconception that all of us know. Why? How many times have you been asked that? I've filmed you so many times trying to answer that.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of the most difficult questions. I don't know whether it's entertained or, you know.
We don't know. I mean, that's the short of it. We really don't know. We've got our ideas what we think is that why, you know, and that's all it is. You've got your theories. I've got my theories. Everybody else have got their theories. A lot of them theories do align with other people's. So many different reasons why.
The globe's a lie factually because you can't make a circle out of straight lines.
Can you not?
That's out of the mouth of an 11-year-old. I like that. Shout out my son.
Right.
Shout out my son. Yeah, you can't make a circle out of straight lines. It's a lie.
Do you owe someone a French? You started this, Roxanne. So you know, like, whereas you were selling.
Where did that come from? Where you can't just slide in with this owing wrenches? What are you talking about?
Selling wrenches, and
I'm still selling wrenches. Why? Has there been a taker?
Well, I think you may have shortchanged someone.
Who have I shortchanged, Jason?
Is it Joe Mama?
Where's Joe Mama? Where's Joe Mama?
You
Joe,
said,
are you there?
By the way, you owe me a wrench, and I'm just thinking,
that's it.
You've
Add
scammed.
Moderator, not at all. I just didn't see it. I've given a shout out to everyone. Joe Mama.
Right, okay.
When it was Jose Gonzalez, I shouted out, by the way, just because it began with a J like yours. Don't get all discriminative, all right? Joe Mama wasn't in the chat room. Shout out to you, my darling. Your wrench is there.
There you go.
Use it at your own will. Okay. Let's hope everyone keeps their wrenches. Shout out to Joe. Love you, my darling. Yeah. You can have yourselves a wrench. Just donate 100 to the Globe Light Tour. The links should be in the description. If they're not, I will kindly ask.
Hang on, has it gone up?
Well, actually, it's like 106 because they take a fee, but we're going to slide with 100 because, you know, the precedent was set with Gary John Heather.
Was it not like $49.99 or something?
Gary John Heather. The precedent was set with him.
Oh no, that's because he did £50, and then you were
50s. Gary John Heather paid his in installments.
Or was it installments?
Kieran says, "Don't give me a wrench. I'm out of control." No, you weren't, Gary. No, you weren't. No. Do you know what you did? You bought something. You actually bought something. Look, you're there, all in blue. How do you feel? Feel good, don't you? It was right.
Oh God! Take my wrench away, please.
Oh, crikey!
And
with that,
Bob wants to
that. Yeah, you can. They're currently not actually released yet, but you can get yours for the brilliant early bird price of $1,000, Bob. Straight to the Globe Light Tour, and you'll have the jackhammer as soon as it's released. You can get it on a what does Xbox do on a what is it when you can buy it before it's out? You can buy it before it's out, Bob. $1,000 just for you. Wonderful. No, Joe Mama, there are a lot more than 200, darling. There are 1,000 jackhammers. Do you know what you can do with the jackhammer? Some damage. So yeah, shout out, Bob. Oi, Martin. Lovely to see you. Priceless, my darling. Those aren't for sale. Shout out to you wherever you just went. Lewis Hackett, yeah, they're not for sale, my darling, but absolutely flattered. Tommy Rogers, thank you so much for the message. you'll be catching up on a replay. So when you're watching this, shout out to you, my darling. And to anyone that I've missed in the chat room, Lumberjack, hello, my darling. And Clive Albert as well, Bible literalist, Amanda Globe Denier, Cynical Skeptic, and Joe Mama, of course, Lewis Hackett, and Globebusters, Subliminal Lee, and anyone I've missed, Isabella, Gin and Scuba, Spare Schemo, and I think I've just about covered it. So, yes. Is there anything you'd like to visually play, Jason?
Not really.
Jason,
No, just as we end, I was just going to play James's video again.
I'd love that. There was a lot of people that didn't catch it at the start as well.
But I just wanted to thank Clive again. Clive, again, another donation. Thank you very much.
Down. About cough. Listen, no. I didn't see you in the chat room, Mr. Mark Sargent. Mark Sargent. Didn't see you in the chat room there, lovely.
Did he slyly? He sneaked in and
he's still there. Cough. New Discord link. Lovely, Karen. We'll get that lined up for next time. We're just about to wrap up just now. I can't thank you enough for sorting that out, Karen. You're an absolute angel, sweetheart. Thank you so much. As if you're not doing enough in the community already, Miss Flattoberfest, Miss over 200 people attending, Miss it was an absolute roaring freaking success, Miss it's the talk of the town, Miss Superwoman Karen B. Love you, darling. Love you. And big love to you as well, Kate, Cami. Lovely to see all the lovely ladies in the chat room tonight. There's a lot of women in this, you know. It's a misconception to say there's not a lot of women in this. Cami, I'm coming for you. Ladies, the woke show's coming for you. Anybody else I've missed? Just checking. JJ, hello, my darling. Clive Albert, Mark Sargent, Gary Bennett, Spursy, and Glowbusters, Bobby Bob. All right, cool, done it. Lovely. Is there anything you'd like to say before we bid? I don't want to say bye to everyone. I love you all dearly. Thank you so much for making this happen, because without you, this just wouldn't be possible.
Yeah. And thank you very much for all of these donations. Keep them coming. Keep them wheels rolling. Thank you very much.
We are so sorry that the crew couldn't be with us tonight. We are going to find out what the issue was, and I can assure you that I'm going to take a ton of screenshots and show them all the love and support from you all, because we've been absolutely inundated with it tonight, and we can't thank you enough. Honestly.
Yeah, it's a shame the Discord went down. We were going to try and see if get everybody to wish her a happy birthday. She would have loved that. And well done, Troll. You know, like that's 1-0 to you guys for tonight. But we'll get you back.
In fact, if you could do us a favor, any of you that are watching right now, okay, that are connected to us via social media. So all of you wonderful, gorgeous people that are on Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Skype, if you could at some point over the next 24 hours, send us a little video of you just singing happy birthday to her, or just wishing her happy birthday. That would mean so much to us. We'll forward those videos on to them, and she'll get to see them. And I know that'll mean an incredible, you know what, how much that would mean to us if you could do that. Just 5 seconds, put your phone in front of your face, or send a voice note to us. And just wish happy birthday to Lisa, and actually any messages, but voice messages you want to send us, we will get them straight forward to the team, and then they'll be able to thank you in person when we go live with them again. Please, guys, it's grueling stuff for them on the campervan. Any vocal support they can get from you in person would be amazing, but especially considering it's Lisa's 40th birthday today.
Considering she nearly got locked up today.
Yeah. And like myself, Jason and Robin, everyone's got background stuff going on that she's having to balance out as well. And she's so selflessly given herself to the tour. So any time that you can take out, even if it's just 10 seconds to say, happy birthday, Lisa, you're doing great, or whatever it is, please send that to us. And if you're not on social media with us, please just put a little something together, even if it's an email. Get at jason@disbury.com or operationrealness@yahoo.com. If you email any of us, we'll be sure to pass that on to Lisa. So please, if you could do that, that'd be amazing. Any of you that are on Skype with me or Jason, just get those voice notes over to us as quick as you can, and we will forward them to Lisa tonight when we get hold of her. So yeah, sorry for going on a bit. $10 from Cynical Skeptic. Thank you so much, my darling. We'll get that forward to Lisa. Jason, if you could get that tenner to Lisa so she can buy herself a little lunch tomorrow. Lunch is on Cynical Skeptic for Lisa. I know she's vegan. No, she's not vegan. She's
vegetarian.
Vegetarian, yes.
Yeah.
And thank you. I'm going to take some screenshots of this to show her, because all the love and support is what's going to give them the strength to get through the next few days as well. As I said, this is extremely grueling, and your love and support is what's making a difference. And of course, your donations to help keep the wheels turning. So we can't thank you enough.
Yeah, she doesn't. Lisa's got. You just touched on it a little bit. You know, like this. We've all got things happening in the background and that.
Yeah.
And, selflessly, Lisa doesn't. She doesn't go on about stuff in the background, and she's had a lot to deal with. And you know, I hope that she tells her story one day to you guys, and you'll be amazed on how selfless she really is. She's amazing. If you only knew.
And please, guys, if you haven't done so already, can you do me a massive favor just within the next 10, 15 or 30 seconds? Can you just smash the thumbs up for us, please? Anything you can do to help raise the awareness of this piece of content and any of the Globe Live pieces of content to let people know what's going on over Europe just now, getting this truth out to people on the streets and getting around the internet censorship that we're facing. So many people are being shadow banned. So many likes are being taken away. Content's being removed left, right, and center, and people are being pointed in the direction of misrepresented disinformation. So anything you can do to help us circumnavigate that, please, I implore you to like and share this as much as possible. Gary, thank you so much for pointing that out as well. So please hit the thumbs up now or at the end. I know sometimes I forget, but yeah, if you could please do that, that'd be brilliant. Cheers. Fantastic. So if that's about it, I'd like to give a massive shout out to everybody that's taken the time to tune in to us tonight as we've gone through some bits and pieces that's going on with the tour over the last 24 hours. Jason's giving you some information about where the tour is going to be over the next few days. And we will make sure that after this content, all of the links for the channels that are involved and for how to donate are in the description, and all the other bits and pieces that we told you about this evening as well. So even though there's no information in there at the moment, that's due to StreamYard not transitioning that information over, which we'll work on and we'll make sure we fix moving forward. So hold tight for the information in the description. In the meantime, please use the information that we provided for you in the chat room, as you've got some information there for the links for how to donate through PayPal and GoFundMe. I would implore you to use PayPal as the donations reach us quicker. Jason, there's a time factor that's involved with GoFundMe. If you'd just like to explain that to everyone just now.
Sorry, there's a time factor?
Yeah, a delay in you getting the money from GoFundMe.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, all it is that GoFundMe, although we do appreciate your donations, we prefer you to use PayPal, and it's only because GoFundMe takes, I think, over a week, 2 weeks or so, you know, like for us to receive any donations, and it's just a little bit quicker on through PayPal. But we appreciate it either way. It's fine. But PayPal's better.
Yep, and Clive, we will get that link for you as soon as we have it. We've got a new link set up, I think. Karen sorted the issue. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we've got the Discord link in the description set up, ready and waiting for you guys for the next update tomorrow. And we'll try and catch up with the tour tomorrow, and we'll work out what the connection issues were for this evening. Again, I can't apologize to you guys enough at the fact that we've got the lack of the tour, but it is down to a connection issue. And this is something we are going to be dealing with moving forward through to the countries that aren't in the EU. So we will endeavour to make sure that we manage to connect with the tour tonight, and make sure that moving forward we've got that sorted for tomorrow. But failing that, if you make sure, if you are new to this, can someone please put the link for Jason's channel into the description room? Because if you're new to this, the streams actually won't be coming from this channel. They'll be streaming live direct from Jason of the Disbury's channel. So if you're new to this, please subscribe to Jason of the Disbreed. If you could just say something in the chat room now, Jason, that'll make it easier for people watching on playback. If you could subscribe to his channel, because it'll be his channel that's streaming live from the streets of Europe on every day that the tours are going to be active, when it's not on the day that they're traveling from one destination to the other. So if you're new to this, please go ahead and subscribe to Jason of the Disbreed channel, hit the notification bell so that you're notified the next time the tour is live out on the streets, talking to people and getting them to slow down, stop taking it as a given, and question what they've been taught about the ministries of education about where we live. Jason, anything you want to say?
I was just looking at Mark Sargent. Someone just mentioned Mark Sargent. Scuba said that he should pay triple for that wrench. I can't remember him paying for that wrench. Mark, did you pay for that wrench? How did you?
Apparently, I've had 550 odd quid put in through me through GoFundMe. Robin said today, and so I might need to message Mark Sargent behind the scenes as well for that as well. So yeah, shout out Mark. I will get at you on Skype.
I'll take it back then. He has paid more than 3 times. Scuba, he's paid over 5 times.
There you go. Well, not yet. Maybe yet. I don't know if it's yet. So yeah, shout out Mark. I'll be in contact with you, my darling, over the next 24 hours. Expect a pending message from me on Skype. Loving that. And Milan Stanovic, lovely to see you. And Alexander in the chat room as well, my darling, lovely to see you too. Karen B still in there. Catholis of Konos is in there as well. William Beacle as well is in there. Shout out Mark Sargent in the chat room as well. And Gary John Heather's still in there as well. Skyfly Bright is still in there as well. Martin and Clive, thank you so much for imploring people to hit the thumbs up, Clive. I can't thank you enough for your love and support perpetually. Massive shout out to you, my darling. And thank you so much, everybody in the chat room, for showing Lisa love and saying happy birthday to her. We will endeavour to get those messages across to Lisa to let you know how much love and support's there for her as well.
Can I just say, Mark, did you do activism in my bloody country? Because I thought you went to Ireland and to Wales. Did you actually do activism in my country?
England.
Did you, Mark?
David Scriven.
I think you need to come back there, boy.
FE Mex as well. Shout out FE Mex as well for their support over the last few days as well. It's been amazing. Massive shout out to you. If you haven't already, guys, sub FE Mex as well. Massive bits they're doing in Europe as well. Massive love in the chat room. It's been an amazing chat room tonight. Thank you so much for everyone's interaction. Landvest as well. Not my birthday, Lisa's birthday. Thank you for the birthday shout out there, my darling Landvest. Lovely to see you too. So yeah, if that's it, if you haven't already done so, please look at the links for how to donate. And if you can afford to buy your colleague a coffee tomorrow, I implore you to just go on PayPal and donate the price of a coffee, $3.50, $5, whatever you can, if you can afford to do so. Every donation counts in keeping those wheels turning in moving towards our 15,000-mile destination towards the end when we reach London. By that time, almost 25,000 leaflets will have been handed out. Absolute hundreds of cards will have been handed out. Hundreds of thousands of people will have seen the camper van. Absolute tens of thousands of people who have taken pictures, videos, and had meaningful interactions and had leaflets. So I can't thank you enough for all of your love and support keeping this moving. Yeah.
Right. That's thank you very much for everybody joining us, and we're going to bid you farewell tonight. It's time for Betty Bows for me. You can hear it. You can hear it in my voice now. I'm getting tired. Early start.
No worries. Well, we'll play you out with this awesome bit of content from UK Truth 2222, and the link will be in the description for that as well after the content. So sit back and relax. I think it's about 6 minutes long, and we will see you tomorrow. Please, like I said, hit Jason's channel, hit the notification bell for the team when they're next out. Did you say they're traveling tomorrow?
Yes, they are.
No live stream tomorrow. They're traveling tomorrow. The next live stream will be the following day when they are in
Athens.
Perfect. All right. So no live stream tomorrow. We will endeavor to give you an update at some point in the evening. But the next live stream will be from Athens in Greece. The Globe Live tour will be out on the streets of Athens, Greece, getting people to slow down, question what they've been taught is fact about where we live, basically, and strive for social acceptance. So more power to everyone on the camper van, more power to you guys in the chat room. We the people, we are making this tour happen. I hope you enjoyed this last piece. About 6 minutes long, Jace. Yeah,
it's about 6 minutes long. Yeah.
And you'll all get an opportunity to say goodbye. And anyone who is in the chat room that does have the new link for the for the Discord, pop it in there. All right. Much love and respect to you all, and we shall see you tomorrow.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
So all the planets are in one plane, called the plane of eclipses. Yeah. So if the sun's in the middle, yeah, all the planets are literally along this plane. So Earth's here, and Jupiter's here, and all the other planets are all in that plane. Right? Now the sun is moving. Yeah. The whole solar system is moving with the sun. Yeah. Can't be moving all, this whole plane of planets can't be moving with the sun. Right? Yeah. So how's that simple? How's that simple?
Because it's a law that is never broken.
No.
That's the sound of the police! That's the sound of the beast!
Ти чуваш ли какво ти казвам?
I don't understand.
Ами като не ти казвам, защото ще стане лойд.
Okay. Looks like the police are here and they don't want me to point the camera and they just like push the camera down.
Имаш ли ти да го махнеш?
It is down on the floor. It's on the floor.
Ама казах ти да го махнеш. Не може да ме снимаш.
It's speaking to me in a language I don't understand and expecting me to understand it. I'm pushing my phone around. Apparently I've got to stop the stream. I'll have to come back.
No fight left, or so it seems. I am a man whose dreams have all
The police told us to shut down straight away. They were really heavy and they asked us for ID. So Jack had to go back to the van for ID. So I guess that's that. They don't want us doing what we're doing anymore. They told us to leave.
Don't give up, 'cause you have friends.
You told her to leave, Sophia, yeah?
Don't give up.
Want to make a little bit of that? We didn't get even a ticket or nothing, of course.
No, they just wanted to check our ID. They didn't want me filming. They shut me down straight away.
We set up. We were sort of, immediately we had people around us, we were just talking around. I was talking to two guys for 15 minutes or so, and then a police car pulled up. Two guys, basically, I mean, they were belligerent from the offset. They were like, Starsky and Hutch almost. So they came up, and obviously they didn't speak English. We obviously didn't speak Bulgarian. And the guy was like, the older guy. He was obviously the senior cop. He was like, no, this down now, and like saying what? We couldn't explain ourselves. The guy said, documents. And this guy said, no, it's the police. You must obey. So it looks like these police almost like terrorize the people.
Yeah.
Terrorize, yeah.
Terrorize. And we got the sense of it because when we came through the border this morning, I think, was it 3 lots of police we ended up having to deal with?
We gained over the passport 4 times. No, 5 times.
5 times. Okay.
5 times.
Yeah, so it was like
cross the border and then.
And we said at the time it's like a police state.
Yeah.
The guy to begin with, he pushed the phone out my hand.
Yeah, so stop filming, no filming. Yeah.
So he was telling me to put it down. I put it down, but it wasn't enough that I just put it down. He wanted it right down on the floor and nowhere near him. And then people in the chat were trying to say to me to film him. I tried to for a second, and straight away he just like threw it.
Yeah. Essentially, what happened was they said, we started packing up. The cop basically, after we packed everything away, he said stop. Eventually, they said, okay, we want to see your documents. He said, no, we're in the car. We sent Jack back to go get the document and the passports and stuff. And they stood around with once they got the passports back, they stood around for about 15-20 minutes, just standing around, chatting, having a laugh, and then finally they gave the passports back. So, it's just.
And said, don't come back.
Don't come back, get out.
The police woman came up to me after I'd filmed, and she was searching through the whole phone to make sure we didn't have any pictures of them or videos so that we could delete them. But they couldn't find it anyway because it was live streamed and it wasn't saved, and they didn't realise it was live streamed. So.
The point is that, personally, I've seen these police before, this type of police before. It's even if we decided that we just go around and hand out leaflets, it would be like we're challenging this guy's authority, and it would be escalated. So better part of valor, I think. We thought cut and run. So that's it.
Bye bye, because it's still flat.
Okay. So later.
Bye bye.
It's never